Hey everyone, and welcome back to another tutorial. Last time we built sort of the simple version of an ancient Greek house for your starter base, so this time we're gonna do an intermediate one. And if you're wondering what intermediate means, well, the first one that we did was pretty symmetrical. This one's going to be a little asymmetrical, still with the same footprint. And if you haven't watched the previous video, I'm going to cover what should go into your starter base now. And maybe after this video, you should go watch it, and maybe you should go subscribe too. But first thing you're going to need is a bedroom. Then you're going to need storage, and I mean, theoretically a bedroom and storage is really all you need, but maybe you want more stuff. So I think perhaps you should have an enchantment table. Remember, this is gonna be beyond the little dirt hut that you cowered in for the first couple of nights. This is gonna be more like your house that you take time and build. After that, I've also got the cooking area, so your furnaces for smelting, smokers for meats, stuff like that, storage. And then you definitely want a workshop. Stone cutter, maybe you want to make some really nice stuff with a stone cutter. I don't know, maybe you use banners or whatever. You do need a crafting table. Blast furnace would be nice as well. Maybe you want some sort of armor set up, but you definitely need some sort of workshop. Some people like to have potions and potion brewing stands and stuff like that, so maybe you want to have a potion brewing area as well. And finally, this one is more for me because I like to explore. When I play Minecraft, that's really what I'm all about doing, is exploring, and so I like to make maps. So a map room is what is really important as well. So that is really the insides of your house, and you can sort of just mix and match. Now you'll notice that all of these are all 5 wide, and I did that on purpose because the houses that we are going to be building pretty much are all going to have all of their rooms at least 5 wide or 5 wide. But that's just the inside. Let's talk about the outside. Now, you probably want some animal pens. Yep, and this was the chicken that hatched from the one egg that I snagged on accident. So Methetes is here now. It's just going to have to be here. Anyways, yeah, pigs, sheep, chickens, maybe cows, but you definitely want your sort of animal pens. Then you want your crops, wheat and carrots. No potatoes here because potatoes are a new world plant. And then you've got sugarcane farms for your enchantment setup. Maybe you want to enchant some books too. I don't know. I'm not judging. Mine entrance, because this is Minecraft. That's the whole name of the game. So, you know, you probably want to go mine at some point. Then you want nether access as well. So you want to do maybe a nether portal and defensive walls, so you can stay protected from those random creepers that come sneaking up on you. So with that being said, let me show you the footprint. All right, here it is. Now, I know you're looking at this and you're thinking, Vaskalos, I thought you said this was intermediate. I only see 4 rooms here for a house. And yes, this is the intermediate house, only because it is not symmetrical. And when we go to do the second story, it's going to be a little different than the first story, but only a little different. And so this is just a different layout, but it is still the same footprint as before. It is 19 across, so 19 blocks across and 19 blocks deep. Each room is 5 wide, except this one, which is only 3 wide. And it's that way because we wanted to have this walkway that sort of extends out to the back. This one also 5 wide, and this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. So really it's only 2 5 wide rooms with a 3 wide. But if you remember from the first house, I like to put the stable right here for the horses. And so that's what this is gonna be. But you know, this could be anything really. That's the great part about these houses, is that you're not really restricted into what you can and can't have here. So if you wanted to, you could have a 5 wide, oh, I'm sorry, this is a 4 wide room. You could have 3 5 wide rooms that go across here with no entrance into the back. It's totally up to you. And of course, all of these rooms change depending on what you need them to be. You could have this as your stables, or you could have it as your enchantment setup. Maybe this is your enchantment setup. It doesn't really matter. But what I do think should go here, especially in this big empty area, you'll see I've got these posts here, is your workshop. This should be a covered workshop. But if you don't want it to be that, if you want it just to be an empty courtroom, courtyard, not courtroom, courtyard, you can do that too. Totally up to you. I'm not your mom. You do what you want to do. So with that being said, let's get into the time lapse. Okay, here it is. Now I did make a slight change. I actually brought the stable down to 5 wide rather than 6. I realized because it's just a stable. It doesn't need to be 6. And of course that moves the stairs over just 1. So here you go. Here is the first story of a 2-story ancient Greek house, your starter base. If you're wondering, it takes 104 cobblestone for the foundations and 202 sandstone with 2 sandstone stairs if you want to make this sort of a fancy opening. And that's it. That's it. Of course, you can use the wood fence posts of your choosing for these posts here, and whatever you want to do for windows and doors. So just to quickly recap, it is a 4 wide room here, a 3 wide room here, a 2 wide walkway, a 5 by 5, and a 5 by, I think, 7 right here. So there you go. Now, if you're wondering what this would look like as a single story, because you don't have to do 2 stories. Maybe you want to start off simple with a single story. Well, let me show you what that'll look like too. All right, so this is a single story ancient Greek house with that same footprint. Now, you got your stables with your horse, and you got your outside workshop. Now I did change it up a little bit. I have 3 posts here running this way and 1 right there. Again, you can use any wood of your choice. And then of course I have the acacia slabs and stairs for the roof because they look like terracotta. This roof actually comes down at an angle rather than following the peak, but you could also have the peak come this way too. Totally up to you. Total blocks used for this is 104 cobblestone for the foundation, again just like last time, with 202 sandstone for the walls, a little bit more for a little bit higher end here, but again that is just personal preference. You can do a peak just like I did over here, and it's just a couple more if you want to do this type. It's also a couple more if you want to do the peak, because sometimes you got to have these guys here. So it's right around a little over 3 stacks of sandstone. The roof is 327 slabs, or a little over 5 stacks of acacia slabs, and 62 stairs, or just a little under a single stack for stairs. And this is the standard Daskalos roof of slab, stair, slab, slab, stair. So it kind of gives this nice, real sort of shallow peak here rather than a sharp peak of stairs. But like I said before, you do what you want. I'm just giving you sort of a standard layout. With this, you can have any number of things. I like having a workshop here, but you could also have, you know, whatever. You could have your enchanting setup or whatever. Here, you could have a bedroom. Here, you could have a bunch of storage if you want. And then here, you could have, I don't know, enchanting setup. However you want to do it. You could even not have a stable with a horse. You could have this room as something else. Up to you. But this would be a single story ancient Greek house. All right? Okay. Let's get to the second story on that, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the Minecraft world. All right, here it is, and I've got to admit, this is actually my most favorite one. Oh, I forgot this. A little bit of an overhang. Okay, all right, now it's done. So yes, this is pretty much my favorite build out of the three that I'm going to show you. So you've got your covered workshop here, which I absolutely love, and it looks great once it has stuff actually in it. You've got this small room here, 4x5. This small, even smaller room here, 3x5. And then you've got this 5x5 as usual. And of course, the stables here for your horse, right? And why do we have horses rather than elytra? Because only the gods are allowed to fly. Anyways, moving on up to the second story, you probably wondered when you first saw this footprint, like, oh, there's not going to be as many rooms as the other one, and that's true, mostly true. But we do add a little room here up at the top. Another well, this is 3x4. It could have been 3x5 if I wanted to come all the way out here, but then it makes this really sort of narrow, and I like having this little 3x4. And then we have this room here, another 5x5. And then these two rooms here, so the 3x5 and the 4x5, just like the first story. Also, nice little sort of way to sort of look out. Kind of a neat little thing there. You could put fences or trapdoors, whatever. I like putting the trapdoors. I like the way that they look. And again, much like I've said earlier, your wood choice is totally up to you. Same thing with the walls. If you don't want sandstone, if you want to do wood or brick, clay, whatever you want, this is totally up to you. I'm just showing you how to do an ancient Greek starter house, or I guess mid-game house. So you're probably wondering about supplies and how many blocks it takes to make this exact thing. Well, let me go ahead and break it down for you. Okay, so cobblestone foundation, it's the same number as before, so a little under 2 stacks. Sandstone for the walls, or whatever block you want to use, you're looking at 477 blocks, or about 7.5 stacks. As for the roof, you're looking at about a little under 5 stacks, or 314 slabs. And for stairs, you're looking at a nice 69 stairs, or just a hair over 1 stack of stairs. If you're wondering about the floor, so the oak slabs there, you're looking at 97 slabs, or just about a stack and a half, roughly. And then, of course, you can do whatever column you want, or however you want to do it. Like I said, this is totally up to you. I'm just sort of showing you how to make something look like an ancient Greek house. So, with that being said, let's see what this looks like in the Minecraft world. Hey everyone, here we are in the Minecraft world. I almost said real world. Minecraft world, not real world. Let me go ahead and show you around the house. This is going to be like MTV Cribs 450 BC edition. So I got my cows out here. I've got the stable access so you can ride the horse right on out. Coming in through the double doors here, I've got the workshop to the left. So we've got the loom, we've got all kinds of storage everywhere, stone cutter, blast furnace, grinding stone, anvil, armor, smithing table, I think is what they call it. Yeah, armor stand, there we go. Everything you could possibly need. Through this door is our cooking area. So I've got the furnaces, the furnaces, it doesn't matter. Anyways, the things with which you cook and smelt. And then I've also got smokers for the, meat that you want to cook. And of course, a ton of storage. And then on the other side, again, tons of storage with the crafting table on that side too. The small room here is your potion brewing area. So we've got your nether wart here. We got more storage for bottles and whatever else you need, and ingredients. Water, of course, because you're going to need that. I even put a little hood in there because I thought that was kind of cool. And of course, the brewing stand itself. Then over here, this, I actually like the way this came out. So this is my enchanting setup. I did not need to get rid of any of the windows. They are still here. And it fits really nicely in here. At least I think so. I don't know. Grinding stone, anvil. Yeah. And it is a full 30 level enchantments with this setup. So I like it. Pretty nice. All right. Let's go upstairs. That's the stable, like I've shown you before. So the little room here off to the right is what I like to think of as sort of like excess storage or overflow storage. So sort of, you know, it's the chests that you have where you don't really know what to do with the stuff. Well, there you go. It goes in this room. This room here is your main storage. So I've got those chests and barrels there, and I've got this entire wall of chests here. I could probably mess around with the roof here and get in another row, but why? If you really need that much more storage, just put these on edge there and make this all the really small and claustrophobic storage. Also here, I did away with the trapdoors. I now have the fences, so you can sort of look out across your land. So pretty nice. And then, okay, so for this one, these two rooms are linked. The first one is my map room. So I got my little chair there with the cartography table, a little bit of a library, some storage. You can put some, like, I don't know, paper and glass and stuff, whatever you need. And then of course my wall of maps. And if I need to, I can always slap more on the other wall and some right there too. Anyways, yeah. And then through here, bedroom. Real sparse, don't really need much. Storage, a little bit of storage, armor stand. I don't know, maybe something can go right here in the corner. Maybe a rug. You don't really need much in this game. So now that we have that taken care of, let's go outside. You've already seen the front, actually. So we'll go out the side entrance. So right here, come out this way, and you've got your beetroot fields because, again, no potatoes. So we're just going to do beets. And then here is the wheat field, and it goes all the way around. I've got hidden water sources underneath the foundation, all the way around. This is the back entrance, so that goes right in there. This also leads out to your sugarcane farm and your mine entrance and your nether access. And then here is the field of carrots. So same thing as the field of wheat. So huge fields. I mean, if you're just playing by yourself, you don't really need that much, but yeah, not too bad. Along the side here, I have all of my animal farms. Well, all right. So pigs, sheep, chickens, and of course you saw the cows earlier. Now around back, if you have not seen this yet, because you haven't watched the first video, this will be cool because this will be the first time you see it. So you come around here, you got the sugarcane fields, and you've got your nether access and your mine. So there you have it. Pretty straightforward. That is the intermediate house in the style of an ancient Greek house. I like it. This is actually, like I said, my favorite design. Even though it's not all that efficient, it's still pretty cool. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you for the last one.